Following video is brought to you by the Hourly Creations Patreon page. Help support creative endeavors by becoming a patron today, or by simply subscribing to this YouTube channel. Your support is appreciated. Alright, hello and welcome to a video. I've decided that I really wanted to play Call of Duty World at War because this was not the first Call of Duty I ever played, but it was definitely one of the ones I played the most of when I was a kid. Mostly in part due to my cousin because we loved playing the campaign together, but we're not going to do that today. Today we're actually going to go to Call of Duty Zombies, the very first Call of Duty Zombies game that was made. Yeah, no, this was the first, and then it would later spin off into the Black Ops series, and it would become a whole separate thing that I really wish would be released as its own collection of games, because they're big enough to be like their own expansion, but, you know, Treyarch or whoever owns the rights is not going to listen to me. Alright, rant over, let's play some zombies. To keep things interesting, I'm going to do a challenge variation on Nocturne Toten. And that challenge is basically going to be, I'm going to call it Ammo Can, and it's essentially just going to be whatever gun I have, I'm going to use that gun until all of the ammo is depleted. And that's the primary rule. The secondary rule is I'm not allowed to switch to my secondary weapon unless all of that ammo is depleted. And then the third rule is I'm not allowed to buy wall guns, because I feel like that would just be too easy, because the carbine's pretty good in the early rounds. There's a BAR up there, and there's the classic Thompson in that corner over there, and all of those are relatively strong early round guns. So I'm just basically going to restrict myself to the mystery box, because that's a lot more interesting. I couldn't really convince my friends to play this because no one wanted to spend $20 on a game that has exactly zero support and runs like garbage most of the time. That's not true. It actually runs pretty well in modern setups. It's just no one wants to play Call of Duty World at War right now. Alright. Round 1, knife round. I'll probably do round 2 as a knife round as well, just to conserve my pistol. The starter pistol, the 1911, kinda isn't super useful in round 3. Oh, and I am also allowed to use grenades because they're in my inventory. As far as my skill level when it comes to zombies, I am terrible at it. When my cousin and I played this game, he was definitely a lot better at it than I was, because he actually had the copy of the game on his console, so he could play it more often than I could, and I could only play it when I was over at his house. Alright, I'm not quite going to open the mystery box just yet, because that's going to open up a few more avenues for the zombies to get into the building, and I don't want to have to deal with that unless I get a SMG or some kind of automatic weapon or higher caliber weapon. I remember I used to be scared of playing zombies as a kid, excuse me, because, like, this was at the point where it was an actual horror game. Like, just, like, loosely stuck together with all of the remaining assets and programming of the World at War campaign. Like, very much an afterthought. Like, this early version of zombies was just a bonus level that they wanted to throw. Can I knife this guy? Yeah, so this was very much just we had extra budget and time, and we decided to throw it together, which was great, because this turned into one of the most successful aspects of the Call of Duty franchise, and was, like, probably pretty damn close to the reason it survived into the modern era, or at least had, like, a bajillion extra spin-offs after the Black Ops series and the Modern Warfare series. I always found that strange, of like the delineation of COD Zombies, or not COD Zombies, just Call of Duty in general, very much went into two distinct branches, that being the Modern Warfare franchise and then the Black Ops franchise, and then they just kind of came together for Warzone. I might die. Oh, thank God, max ammo when I had no secondary gun and haven't fired a single bullet. Thank you, RNGesus. Alright, now to go to pistol round, and watch as I just completely piss all of my ammo away because the zombies are a little bit stronger. My strategy is definitely, I don't want to muck around with the upstairs just because I don't need to. I feel like modern Call of Duty has very much, like, stapled itself into the Modern Warfare series with Warfare series with Captain Price, Soap, and everyone else like that. And the Black Ops crew gets their heyday sometimes, but I feel like the poor reception for Cold War... Alright. Ignore that, I'm bad. Really kind of put the final nail in the coffin for the Black Ops characters. Going back to my relevant skill level for this, I usually don't get past... I might have to buy the mystery box here soon. I usually don't get past round 8. I got past round 12. Oh, that's good. It's good if I don't miss. Jesus Christ. I usually don't get past round 8. Yeah, I'll do it. In the practice round I did right before this, I got to like round 12. So hopefully I do a little bit better. Just for the length of video, I'm probably gonna go until I get 3 chances to not screw this up. Because this is mainly based on RNG if I can get a good weapon. Alright, I guess I have Molotovs now. That's not bad. Yeah, that's great. Missed 3 shots of 30-06 with a marksman rifle. When I was playing the campaign, just to unlock this game mode, I did notice that the M1 Garand has, like, really bad accuracy compared to some of the, like, the Kar 98 and, God, what was the Japanese rifle called? The Arisaka? Am I just gonna have to go for body shots this entire time? Because I am not getting the clean headshots. Which is not very good for what the later rounds, because these guys are going to eventually move a hell of a lot faster. Alright, I'm going to spawn a crawler. Just for that safety net. Also, I don't think I emptied my, I don't think I emptied my 1911. I just automatically switched to... Yeah, I still have. It's okay. First round, this is just getting used to the challenge. So to oh god, I'm pinned. To reiterate the 3 rules is I have to expend all ammo before I can switch to my secondary. And I'm not allowed to buy wall guns. And I'm only allowed to get a new gun via the mystery box. So, alright, now I can use the M1 Garand. Ref, you can take the point away if you like, but it was an honest mistake. Alright, you, sir, you can go away. You can go away. Alright, congratulations, Willie. Oh, you're still alive. Alright, congratulations, Willie. You can stay alive while I repair barricades. The reason I chose to do Nocturne Totem for this challenge is because the mystery box does not move, and I did not want to have to deal with that. The downside is I do not have Pack-a-Punch as far as I am aware. It would have been kind of cool is once you played through the other ones like Shionuma and Dare Rises and I forget the 4th one. Once you actually get to that point in playing these game modes, you actually got like a random chance for a perk machine to spawn in here. I feel like in the updated version of this map in the Black Ops series, they did do something like that. Not in Origins, but I don't. Someone leave a comment of whether or not they did an updated version of Nocturne Totem that wasn't for the Origins expansion. This is how you know I'm a fake fan, because I don't remember accurately all of the random bullshit that the Call of Duty franchise has done. Don't even ask me what the gobblegums do. I have no fucking idea what those are. Yeah, I stopped playing probably around Black Ops 3, and I definitely stopped playing after Advanced Warfare, so wherever the time frame of that is. I'm just gonna see if I can't switch on my pistol. Whatever time frame that was when my Call of Duty... Oh, this is gonna suck. That was when my, that was when my whole thing ended. I did play Warzone, which I liked, but I wasn't a fan of the free game mode, the Battle Royale. The gunplay was great, and all of the other stuff around it. The quality was awesome, but the game mode, just not for me. Alright, Willie, I'll see you probably in a couple rounds. So, I am not looking forward to switching to the scoped Car 98. These are not ideal guns that I have right now. I am allowed to, like, use max ammo perks. I feel like that goes without saying. But, you know, if I do end up... if I have ammo in my pocket, I'm not allowed to use the mystery box. I'm allowed to replace guns when they are spent, is what I'll say. During my practice round of this, I actually got the 357, which I kind of, like, initially dogged on, but, like, that thing was one-shotting zombies to the body at, like, round 10. Like, that's genuinely the... That and the ray gun are probably the guns I'm looking forward to. I would rather get one or the other. Just because... Those are both two very low fire rate pistols. Oh, that was... I killed myself with a Molotov. Fire is hot. Be careful with fire, apparently. So that's not a great showing, dying on round 5, I think. But whatever, we'll go into second round, and we'll basically do the same thing. In fact, I might jump forward once I actually get to... I'll jump forward to where I get that door open. Alright, so I got the door open. Still only on round 2, but we're basically gonna keep on keeping on just to try and keep things going, you know? That was definitely a sentence. I've been, like, at a really weird rut when it comes to being creative and just having the want and the desire to actually make content. But, you know, just trying to get a little bit better about everything. And just trying to find the right motivations to do exactly what I enjoy doing. I've gotten better within, like, the past, like, couple months, which is good. Definitely going back to this and just hitting that little nostalgia drip feed of playing this game and just putting on the rose-colored glasses again. That definitely did a lot for my mental health, I'll be honest. Because, like, before I was just very demotivated. I didn't have the resources to chase trends and just couldn't find the motivation to play modern games. I just really wanted to go back to this very simple, borderline primordial, no, that's not the right word, borderline, oh, did I hit a nuke there? Was that a nuke or an insta-kill? It was both. Okay, that's what happened. That was not super ideal. Well, that's... Trench gun is okay on round 3, I guess. I remember as a kid, I loved the trench gun, but when I played it in the campaign, my god, does this gun suck so much. Like, it is good on recruit, and that is it. Anything higher, and it's basically like shooting blanks. But, let's see here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, just... Going back to this very straightforward, bare bones game mode has really helped me just sort of reset and just giving me time to think. Like, I was playing this on my own time and just trying to meditate and just shoot zombies, which is very cathartic almost. Psychopathy aside. And it's just given me a lot of time to just sort of process some of the feelings I've had and just maybe not push aside, but force myself to confront some of the things that I want and the stuff I want out of the things I make. Am I not on the barricade? Okay. There's always been a weird resentment when it came to content creation, because I've said this before, I never wanted to just be another video game YouTuber, but the trade-off is video game YouTubing is like the easiest thing to do on the channel, to the point of there are whole ass content farms that I have to compete with for doing stuff like this. But you need to have a foundation somewhere, and I'm thinking, if that foundation is video games, that's not a bad thing to have. I just actually have to put as much effort as I would put into what I actually wanted to make on this platform, or any platform, whatever. I've been watching a lot of Parks and Rec content, and to quote Ron Swanson, I don't always agree with what he says, just because he's a satire character and nothing he's supposed to say is to be 100% literal. But like the phrase, don't try to half-ass two things, always whole-ass one thing, has kind of started to resonate with me more. Whereas like, I need to find something I can commit to and actually commit to it, because like the undiagnosed ADHD brain that I have has just had me bounce over everything, and I really just need to actually try to focus. Part of that would honestly help getting medicated, but insurance is a whole other issue that I don't want to tackle right now. So yeah, it's just trying to actually I think the through line of what I was saying is I want to have consistency. So I think my goal for the next several months is I've laid the foundation for what kind of things I want to do with like the newsletter, the first starts of my podcast, and just generally sitting down and recording content that I actually enjoy doing and actually want to share with the world. I think that's what I'm gonna whole ass as far as like making stuff. I'm not gonna start pumping content out and forcing myself to the same arbitrary production line that I had previously, because like before, most of my channel is like isolated shorts that aren't even actually YouTube shorts. They're just like 30-second to 1 minute long clips, because that was the only way I could follow the stupidly high production quota that I gave myself. And like the quality is really bad on that. Like, I'm gonna be totally honest. Like, it wasn't the same effort that I could have been doing, and if I had taken the effort I spread out across all of those isolated clips, it definitely would have been a little better. Wow, the shotgun's actually, like, tearing up. I expected it to be really bad, like, at round 4, but it's holding its own. I just go to show, I definitely need to trust the game a little bit more. It's like the Omnitrix, I just need to trust the mystery box to give me exactly the gun I need for the moment. And if anything goes wrong, it is completely down to user error. Error. I don't know what I'm doing. By the way, if any of you have comments about, like, the things I've been rambling on about, or just want to share your opinion about either my content or just the type of content you enjoy in general, I would love to hear it in the comments. And that's not me like baiting for engagement. I genuinely want to discuss things like that. My presence on the internet has very much been 100% dedicated to shitposting, but I feel like I have to be an adult at some point in my life, and I want to have meaningful conversations with people. At least I want to try to. I don't believe that people stop being child... Oh, that looks weird. Why is that? Oh, right, because it was doing the thing. I don't know. I don't believe people stop being childish. I just believe at a certain point, being an adult takes over. Being an adult outweighs our childish, what's it called? I should probably get a second gun. Outweighs our childish, and our childish... I'll take a carbine. Sometimes our adult decisions outweigh our childish desires, but we'll still always have those childish desires and quirks. That was a really long-winded to say what I was trying to say. The pellet dispenser is starting to get a little bit low, which is a good thing because I don't know, maybe I just got bad spread on that. Alright, carbine is a lower caliber, so this might be less ticklish. Less ticklish, what the hell am I trying to say? Carbine may hurt. Carbine is a lower caliber than M1 Garand, as far as I'm aware, so I might have to be, like, mag dumping a lot to use this gun. I just looked over the recording. We're already like 20 minutes in. I was expecting to be a lot faster, but like I said the 3-round rule at the beginning just because, or sorry, the 3-game rule at the beginning just because I thought I'd be dying a lot more. I really need to have more faith in myself, I think. That's probably where a lot of my issues come from, is a self-confidence issue. Yeah, this is where headshots really start to matter. Wait a minute. Oh, I just thought I had, I just thought I still had the car from the last round or the beginning round. I summon Willy. I don't know if the crawler summoned. That's a fast crawler. I don't want that. Try again. Oh god, I'm down. I'm down. Damn it. Well, 20 minutes seems pretty good for video length, so I'm gonna leave you guys here, and I'm gonna ruminate more on what I talked about and try to figure out if I actually said anything that was worthwhile. Thank you for watching. Probably I'll release a newsletter regarding this once I have the production line going, but most likely the next couple videos are going to be dedicated to a veteran run of the World at War campaign. I'm not looking forward to that, to be honest, because I like the campaign, I like the story, but on veteran, it's kind of a different issue because the AI is a lot more accurate and they spam a lot more grenades. And probably, if I can figure out how to set this up, So, I'm actually torn between doing a veteran run, just standard veteran, or doing like a death card run, using some of the little Easter eggs in the campaign. They're basically like the Halo skulls. And they add different quirks to the game and making it harder, most of the time harder. But yeah, we'll see the logistics on that, but most likely sometime soon you can expect a veteran playthrough of the World at War campaign. Until then, you all have a good day. Bye-bye.